What's up, YouTube? It's me, Mario DJ here, and welcome back to another live stream. We are indeed live, and welcome to a little fun live stream, because it is time for the channel's second ever Q&A. Welcome back, everyone, to another live stream on the channel. As we head close to the end of the year, it's time I did something I announced last month. It's time for another channel Q&A, question and answers. I asked you guys to ask me questions, and today I'm here to go live to answer those questions and more. This isn't my first time I've done this, but it has been a good while, so let's get to it. What kind of questions do you want to ask me? Just remember the rules I stated in the announcement video and post, and we'll have a fun time. And yeah, we had Mario Land music for the intro music. That was the intro music. You can find the first Q&A down below, and then the post where I announced this Q&A about a month ago. And this stream is probably gonna be a short one. I have a feeling it's gonna be a short one, so I figured I'd do this today, even if it is a bit late for some people. But there are a lot of people in chat. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna respond to chat in a second. So yeah, I did see one of my moderators in chat, which is good, but yeah. Anyways, welcome to the stream. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Time for another Q&A, and yeah, so I've done one of these before, and it was 3 years ago. If I opened the original channel Q&A, this was done like 3 years ago. I actually looked that up today. I'm like, I didn't realize it was 3 years ago since I did the original channel Q&A. So I'm doing one today, and I'm answering, you know, whatever questions I get. I do have a few in the thumbnail I am answering that I asked myself, but yeah, today I'm going to answer questions from you guys. But yeah, just to also just state a couple rules I did state is make sure questions are appropriate, nothing super personal. Casual personal questions about hobbies, life goals, and whatnot I will talk about. But yeah, the rules aren't that strict, but there are still a couple to follow when asking questions for this Q&A, so keep that in mind with the announcement video. Anyways, let me just catch up with chat, because there's a lot. Yeah, so yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. But yeah, where am I? Well, so I'm here now. The stream started. There was a slight delay, but we are here now. So I guess that's technically a first question asking where I was, but I'm here now. So yeah, I think I only have one predetermined question to answer. So the rest will be if anyone in live chat wants to ask stuff. But there are also the ones that I put in the thumbnail, so yeah. But yeah. I guess I'm just gonna get started, because honestly, no time to waste. And like I said, the only question that I have ready to go from another person is, am I gonna do more Fangame Fridays? And the simple answer is yes, I'm going to do more Fangame Fridays, but I don't think there's going to be one before the end of the year. I was considering trying to get one more done, but with tomorrow being the last Friday of the month, and I actually have something else to film tomorrow, I don't think there's going to be a Fangame Friday before the end of the year. So maybe just like earlier this year, we'll have to start the year off with a Fangame Friday in January. But as for now, there's going to not be another Fangame Friday on the channel in 2023. So yeah, I see another question in live chat. Will I play FNAF World? Yes, I'm probably gonna be doing a bonus FNAF World episode I don't know. It's probably gonna maybe be Sunday. There might be a bonus FNAF World episode because like the last stream I did actually had the like goal reach, so there might be a bonus FNAF World stream this on Sunday, and then there probably will be more FNAF World content next year. But as for now, yeah, there'll probably only be a small stream Sunday for FNAF World, and it's gonna be like a quick one because it's a bonus stream. So yeah. That's fine, Livy. I understand. Coming up with questions is hard. I mean, let me open something for a second. I did try to do a Q&A. I tried announcing I brought up the idea of a Q&A last year, and it didn't happen. So I figured I wanted to follow through with it this year. Cause like if we scroll back to like one of the last posts of December 2022. We will see a post where I announced that I was gonna maybe try and do a Q&A. Man, the post of December last year was crazy. I think it was here where I announced that I was gonna try and do a Q&A, and it just didn't happen. Oh yeah, I also tried doing a FNAF multiplayer thing, which this technically did happen, just not in the way I planned. So because there's a video on that FNAF fan game on the channel now. But yeah, so I tried doing a Q&A last year and it didn't work out, so we're doing one now. So yeah. But yeah, if anyone else has questions, feel free to ask. You know what? Just so I'm not sitting on that screen, so there is something on screen. Maybe I'll play a game, but what I might also do... No, I don't need email open. Close. Just trying to open my folder. I'll just get the thumbnail up as background, like, so there's something on screen. That way I can look at the thumbnail without having the tab over to like the break screen. Where's the thumbnail? There we go. There we go. Here's background something to display while I read questions. Can play FNAF for Halloween edition. If you're talking about update 2, that's gonna be next year for sure. I'm probably not doing any update 2 stuff this year. We're down in the last couple days, so yeah, it's gonna be next year. I'm just gonna look at the favorite stream or recording I've done this year. You know, that almost aligns with one of the sayings in the thumbnail, which I would like if, yeah. Favorite recording or stream I've done this year. That's a good one, cause there's been a lot. There's a lot we did this year, and that's gonna be talked about in the New Year's Eve special. But I might have to think about that. Trying to have my camera. Yeah, totally. But yeah, I don't know. I actually had to think about that for a minute before I actually answer favorite stream or recording of the year. That's also something that also aligns with me having to think about this question. So, But yeah. Can I play Tattletale? Now that's an interesting one. Interesting question, because I could hypothetically maybe do a let's play on that, because that's a game I remember I think watching videos back on in the day, but I never actually played it for myself. So maybe. I don't know if it would be something I would get to like soon, but maybe if I find time and actually purchase or whatever, find the game wherever it is, that could be a small let's play. Maybe that's something that I would have to think about. But yeah, that's for sure. Maybe definitely something to consider. Because again, another question: what will be next year? So yeah. But Tattletale, maybe I will keep it in the back of my mind as something to think about and look into. So yeah, potentially that's the answer to that one. Okay. But as for channel content, I'm still thinking about that favorite question. FNAF 4. I don't know when I'll do my next FNAF 4 video or stream. Right now, I'm just I did like I think 2 streams on FNAF 4 this year, so I might go back to it. It depends when and if I'm up for it. So maybe more FNAF 4 content at some point next year, but like there's nothing like planned to happen with FNAF 4. But yeah, potentially FNAF 4 content next year. Can I add you to your collection? What does that question even mean? Because I see McFarlane in the statement question, whatever, and it's like I don't know if you're talking about the McFarlane little videos I do. I need a little more understanding with that question. Do I like Bendy? Yeah, I still think I enjoy Bendy. I own Bendy the Ink Machine and Boris the Dark Survival. I watched Let's Play of the newer one, the Dark Revival. And I still enjoy some of like the Bendy series and whatnot. I did talk about this on the one and only Boris and the Dark Survival stream of the year. So if you want more of my opinion and statement on Bendy's, I would definitely recommend checking out my Boris and the Dark Survival stream from this year, because I talked about the Bendy series in that, and my stance on that. All right. Can we do a reaction stream for videos we request? That could be something. The thing is, I would probably have to have a community post or community post or video where I'd be like, oh yeah, send me video links to do a stream like that. That's something that would require some planning, and then I have to prepare a thumbnail, stream page. So that might be something I could do at some point, but I would have to work out the details on would it I don't know if it would necessarily be oh yeah, try not to laugh challenge, or just be just react to stuff. And then when it comes to that kind of territory too, there are things am I gonna watch something that's gonna kind of copyright and take down this stream too, is the whole thing. So it's something I would have to think about. But interesting question. There are some stuff that I'm gonna just open a notepad real quick. There are a couple of good ideas I should note down before I forget. And then yeah. Apologies for potential noise in the background. I hear family members. Tattletale. I think I spelled that wrong. My brain's just not processing. I want to make sure I want to jot down these ideas, the ones that at least are aren't actually on the table that have been pre-planned. Tattletale. Reaction request stream. I just want to note these down because these are ideas definitely to think about. Could we do a stream where I play, I'm assuming where if you die, I switch games? That could be something, and that could be another interesting concept where I could literally play a lot of the games that I play on the channel and like just do it in like one stream where I do like a FNAF Baldi's Minecraft stream, and whenever I die in one of the games, I just switch over to the next. That's another good idea. I could do something like that when I have time for that. Another good suggestion. That is another possibility I will take and consider. So if I die, I switch the game type of stream. Another good idea. Anyways, I'm gonna ignore some questions because this is there's a lot of stuff going on in chat. Any new series / games coming next year? There potentially might be a couple new games / just series that are continuing, because I did buy and get myself a few games recently on in my Steam library and whatnot. So potentially there could be a couple new things. I don't want to confirm or deny anything just yet, but there are some stuff that are definitely things that I obviously either didn't get to this year that I want to do, or are continuing from this year, or are just new things I will start next year. So yeah, definitely, for sure. Mario streams. Okay, that's something that, I don't know, would be something I would be interested in doing if I could get my hands on like a capture card or something. But at this moment in time, I haven't got my hands on like a capture card to like even remotely stream stuff. I barely record my Nintendo games via just using a camera, so my Nintendo games are already, when it comes to recording them, are already like kind of on like a limited basis. So, if I would ever stream something like that, it would probably be a good while. But and again, another good question. So yeah, because I could theoretically maybe do Mario games at some point if the channel keeps going. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. All right. There's a couple. I'm thinking about the question I was asked earlier about if I had a favorite streamer video. There have been a couple. I think a couple great things that came out this year. There were a couple like collabs that I think were really good. Like, me finishing off, I would say me finishing my first DDLC run with a couple friends was a good stream collab. I did like a big like FNAF lore video this year, which I was pretty proud of. Yeah, there were a bunch of. Yeah, there's a bunch of things. I did like I kind of brought back Days with the Freddy's revamp this year. Yeah. And there's definitely a bunch of good things that I could say was my favorite that I did this year, but. And there's also something that is releasing hopefully before the end of the year. I'm going to finish editing it hopefully later tonight. that I could also say is like another thing that I'm really proud of releasing this year. So yeah, that is something. Alright, play Geometry Dash. That is a game that I have seen and haven't fully, like I've seen stuff, and like I would say I'm, a little bit like there are games I would say like I'm either fully invested in or like casually invested in, and I would say Geometry Dash is one of those. So like I don't know if I would go through the efforts of finding a way to like get the game, like only play it for like a small period of time. Because I like to make sure I'm buying games that like I know I'm gonna be playing for like in the short term and long term. I don't like buy something and just play it for a couple hours and then it just sits there. But yeah. Alright, alright. I think while I wait for more questions to come in, I think I'll answer one of the questions that are in the thumbnail. And again, there's a lot in store, I would say, for 2024, and like this is more of a question that will be answered on the New Year's Eve live stream that I always do every year. But yeah, there's gonna be, series continuings, new games to cover and play, more collabs to be done, more videos to release. So there's a lot in store for next year, and also there are some other personal things I'll be getting to next year, which probably will slightly affect the channel. But a lot of that will be discussed in like due time when like it's relevant. So yeah. Can you do a stream where you play hard games? Like, what do you mean hard games? Like there are games like that I would say can be hard, and then there are games that I'd be like, some people would say are hard, but I would say it's pretty easy for me. Can we play a game called The Stanley Parable? I know about that game, and I don't know. That is something I think I've seen videos and streams on, and I could theoretically maybe play it myself. But at this moment in time, I don't necessarily know if that is if that's possibly gonna happen. It's something I'm just gonna wait on and just wait and see. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I could look into and either cover or do in due time. So you'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. Alright, alright. I think so I want to answer another one that I have in the thumbnail. I think I have a couple games that I could say have fallen under my favorite game that I've played this year. And even if it is a game that didn't necessarily release this year. But I think I would say a couple that have probably fallen under there that I've played this year probably go to, well, I would say obviously FNAF World, because I enjoy doing the FNAF World series. But besides that, I think DDLC Plus and Pop Goes Arcade, games that I started doing Let's Plays on last year and continued into this year, I think both of those have been my favorites, because I've been enjoying both playing them in the sense of doing it for YouTube content, but also just in playing them, just in the sense of playing them just for the game itself, because I've enjoyed my time going through both games, like stories, campaigns, and all that, and then like finding secrets and whatnot. I'm even at the point where like I'm close to like having all Steam achievements for Pop Quiz Arcade. So like yeah, I definitely would say Pop Quiz Arcade and DDLC alongside like FNAF World and Minecraft and all that usual stuff. Who is your favorite FNAF character? Yours is Toy Chica. Yeah. I think for that, I think like there are two like that sit in the back of my mind as like overall favorites, but like thinking as of 2023 now, I don't know. I think. Well, obviously, I think I have like I would say like Trash in the Gang probably counts as would be one of my favorites because I like number one Crate and a couple of the other Trash in the Gang members. But for like a couple like that's in the back of my mind is like overall favorites, I would say like Springtrap and Golden Freddy. But I don't know, I think depending on like the game specific, like I don't know, I have like a favorite character out of that game. But yeah. But yeah, that's definitely. I think that's definitely what I have. That's definitely what I would say as of now. Like Trash in the Gang as of now, and then like kind of Golden Freddy, Springtrap overall. But yeah, him. Yeah. Which I guess would actually lead into a good point. One of the questions that I put in the thumbnail for myself. I think I'm going to close these because, like, I don't think I'm getting any other questions on the post. And I just opened that for the time being. But just to answer another one of my own questions. Because this is a question I've had to ask myself for a while now and wanted to talk about. In some way, shape, or form. It almost had its own video. But AMI FNAF channel is a relatively, I would say, slightly tricky topic to discuss. Because, yes, I do FNAF content. But, like, in the sense of if I would be a quote-unquote FNAF channel, I don't think I necessarily fit that criteria. Because, like, I'm not hopping on, like, the newest FNAF releases immediately when they come out. I'm not playing like the hippest new FNAF fan games when they drop. I'm just casually playing the FNAF stuff that I want to, and covering the games and fan games that I'm interested in. Not necessarily again like the new hip FNAF fan game that just dropped, or the new FNAF release. Yeah, I talked about Help 1 and 2's trailer and whatnot, but it's you haven't seen me play the game, and that's for more than one reason. But yeah, I would say, and also there are other things where I do other types of videos where I have FNAF ingrained in those types of videos, so it's I can't, there's that aspect of FNAF too, where it's can't really take, those videos wouldn't be the same if I wasn't using FNAF characters and whatnot in my own way. So yeah, I would say I walk the line between being I'm just a channel that covers FNAF, but I'm not a FNAF channel. My whole branding is Super Mario for a reason. Because, I think Mario will always be, my number one love of video games, characters, and whatnot. But, FNAF and Minecraft and a few others, would say are shortly behind that. So, I'm definitely not, like I said, a FNAF channel, but I cover FNAF stuff. That's about it. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff with Mario and FNAF. See, that's the thing. I don't do just one thing. I'm one of the channels that YouTube doesn't like. I'm a variety channel, and YouTube would want me to be one of those channels that does one thing. I'm a variety channel, so that's why where I'm at. But yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely not like one of those, you know, mainstream FNAF channels. I just cover FNAF. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'll go on this tangent for a second before I answer more of the questions. But yeah, I don't know. YouTube's system, I would say now, is like, you know, you have to do one thing, or it's like it's either one thing or nothing really. And also the algorithm sometimes just doesn't share certain things too. Like you could be like following that if like you decide to follow a trend, you know, just because you follow the trend doesn't mean like all your other stuff's actually gonna be shared on like YouTube and whatnot. But yeah, that's definitely something. But anyways, so yeah. Any other questions? Because like I said, this stream's probably I think at most the stream's gonna be an hour. Like this isn't gonna be a long stream. This is gonna be one of my more shorter streams. But yeah, But yeah, But yeah, But yeah, as for like kind of favorite collabs and whatnot, have I played Fortnite? Do I plan on playing Fortnite? My answer to that is no, but I have seen Fortnite, and I think at this moment in time, I don't know if I have any plans to like play it personally or on the channel, because it's like, I don't know, not that like you know, I'm against like, you know, shooter type games, but I don't think shooter based games like speak to me personally. Like I don't think it's like that's my cup of tea. But you know, I'm not saying it's a bad genre either. It's just, I don't know, it's just something that doesn't speak to me. Apex Legends, I think that's another thing. That's another like I feel like big thing I have seen, but I honestly, you know, don't see myself playing that either at the moment, if I'm being honest. So yeah. But you know, that's fair to ask if, you know, if I know about these games, if I would cover them, etc. But yeah, I should play Slender Tubbies. I have heard of that, and it might be something I may be curious to look into and maybe do one day, but at this moment in time, I think it's just like, it's one of those things like I know of slightly, and if I would ever get curious to explore more, then I actually would and maybe cover it. But yeah, I know I have heard of Slender Tubbies, so maybe. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah. So yeah, but yeah, favorite collab of the year. I don't know. I don't know if I could pinpoint one collab of the year that was my favorite. I think most of the collabs I've done this year have been pretty good and enjoyable and fun and in any aspect that they are. Like I enjoy just like casually having someone there while I play a game, but also like just like good multiplayer sessions of a game. Also, I would say are like my favorite to do. And something that I'm quickly finishing to release for the end of the year is like a big multiplayer session video that I'm excited to have everyone see. So yeah, I don't think I could pinpoint one collab of the year, but there's definitely been a few that were fun and enjoyable. I should play Mario Maker when I get a capture card. Yeah. If and when I get a capture card and I have a chance to maybe stream Nintendo games, yeah, I might do some Mario Maker stuff. Although honestly, it probably would have to be Mario Maker 2, since Wii U's shutting down its online servers like early next year. So that's fun. Horror game Sundays. Well, the thing is, I do a bunch of like kind of indie sort of horror games and whatnot. Anyway, so like, I don't know if I would necessarily need like a specific series to do that. Like, I could literally just stream any horror game on a Sunday if I had time to. Like, I think I've streamed FNAF, Baldi's, Doki Doki, Bendy. I actually haven't streamed Bendy again on the channel since like the early days. But yeah, like, I've streamed a lot of horror games on the channel, and it doesn't necessarily rely on one day of the week. The only series that is on the channel that is like weekday dependent is Fangame Fridays, but that's about it. That's about it, really. So there already is something like that, but it's for Fridays when I cover mostly FNAF fan games. But I have realized like that term Fangame Friday has like opened the door to like do like fan games or mods of other games that I like. So like it doesn't necessarily have to be FNAF, but like I've stuck to it being FNAF for so long. Play World of Light. Are you able to stream mobile games? To be honest, I don't really have many mobile games, if I'm being honest, and I don't really use my phone much for YouTube besides kind of reading live chat and just casually watching videos not signed into my account. So like, if I ever chose to, I maybe could, but at this moment in time, like, that's not really like my mindset. It's just, I just record videos, stream games on my computer, laptop, whatever, and that's about it. But yeah. But yeah. I'm honestly thinking. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I've essentially talked about everything, every little like question that I put in the thumbnail for myself. So like, yeah, I think honestly the stream will just go for as long as it will, until I just like I don't get any more questions asked, really. So yeah. I think at most I'll stream for an hour, but like, yeah, if I don't get any more questions before that, maybe I will close out the stream. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at chat. There are just some messages I'm reading and glancing at, but like, I don't need to necessarily respond to all questions out loud or all comments out loud. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like at some point, early next year will be maybe I feel like maybe early next year we could have reached 400, cause like we're like 300 something right now. So like, it all comes down to just if the channel gets spread around and whatnot. And I have a feeling maybe when I tackle more games in certain series early next year, I'll see if any of that drags in any more attention from other people. But yeah. But yeah. Alright. While I'm waiting for more questions, I'll just casually ask this. I don't know. Because like this is the second time I've done a Q&A, and there probably would be a third one down the road at some point. I don't know if Q&A should just stick strictly as videos, or if I should do them live, because I did the first one as a video because I had enough questions, and I did this one live because I announced it a while back, and then when I didn't have many questions, I figured, oh man, I'll let live chat have a chance to ask me questions. But yeah, I don't know. I will say, like, last call for any other questions if anyone has any more. But if if there isn't, like, yeah, the stream is basically over. I may come back and timestamp specific questions. If not, if this stream is short enough, people could easily just come back and watch this. But yeah. I will say, for the last couple days of the month, I don't know if we'll be live tomorrow. There may be a video tomorrow, and then I think the last 2 days of the month will have like 2 to 3 streams happening, and like that, and that's it for 2023, honestly. And there are sadly a couple things like I am cutting out, so it's like, honestly, if I hadn't gotten ill earlier this month, I would have been able to get through everything I wanted to do for the end of the year, but I ended up getting ill, and I had to spend time recovering, and like I had no energy to even like stream or record. And even when I did, I think by like the 11th, I did do a stream, and I still was like so, and like I think people could tell like I was still out of it. So yeah. But I honestly think, I think this is where we're gonna end the stream. So I thank you for the people who did ask me questions. I think I vaguely did answer, but yeah, I think like that one question where like, oh, I'll come back to it. But yeah, like my favorite like video or stream of the year. I don't know. I honestly think there were quite a few things that I did this year that I'm really proud of. And I will keep notes of these suggestions, like, I don't know, Nintendo games, when I can get a capture card. But yeah, like, I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't know, these are decent suggestions that I will keep in mind going into the new year, but besides that, like, I honestly don't know if there is anything else. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really to say, but yeah, I appreciate the people who did ask questions, and I will say chat was a little chaotic, and I appreciate that I had one of my moderators here. I don't know if they're still here, but yeah, this was a pretty casual stream, but again, I'll be back soon for like the last few uploads of the year, and then stay tuned for the New Year's Eve special, because I have like something I'm gonna announce there. and I might also like type it up in a community tab post too on like New Year's Day. But for now that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching the stream. If you have enjoyed, do leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Hit the bell to be notified when I come back to do more on the channel. I'm gonna go work on some other stuff because there's some other content to prepare. Okay, cool. Glad to see you're still here, Livy. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate having one of my moderators here. Thank you. But yeah, I'll be back soon for something else. I have some editing to finish. I have some thumbnails to prep, some live stream pages to set up. So some stuff's coming. This is definitely a shorter stream, but you know, they all can't be like an hour and a half, 2 hour live streams. You know, sometimes it is chill to do a smaller stream and move on with your day. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, and again, until next time, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, check the links in the description. Feel free to go watch the original Q&A if you are new. And well, these links aren't really relevant anymore, but they're here because of continuity. But yeah, that's it. That's everything for this channel's second ever Q&A. I don't know when I'll do another one of these. Maybe I'll make sure it's not a 3-year gap next time. But for now, that is it. So till next time, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you on the flip side, and take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, whenever you watch this video, because yeah, it's gonna be a video archive now. And I'll see you soon for something else. It's outro time.